Hello my dear children of class 7, hope all of you are doing well. We are going to continue with our chapter sound. So please come to page number 92. Sound as a longitudinal wave. We will understand that how sound travels in the form of a longitudinal wave with the help of example of a drum. Next come to page number 93. See, when a sound source like the skin of a drum vibrates, the air particles around it also vibrates about their mean position. See in figure 6.7, this is the drumstick. As the skin of the drum is vibrating, the air particles which are just above the skin of the drum, they will also start vibrating. Alright, because they will, as the drum's membrane will push up and down, it will push the air particles also up and down. Okay. When the skin is pushed, it compresses the air particles next to it, creating a compression. See, when the skin of the drum moves upward, the air particles just above the drum, this region, is pressed or compressed. They come closer. Alright, compared to the air particles in the higher region. See, here the blue dots are much closer. Much closer means that this layer has become a compressed layer. Alright, because of the vibration of the drum, which now has moved upwards, so it is pushing. Just imagine a row of cycles standing. Okay, when one cycle is pushed, it hits the other cycle next to it, then the other, like that. Alright, the first set of compressed particles, this set of compressed particles then in turn pushes the next set of compressed particles, passing the compression forward. So slowly this compression moves forward. This blue dots then pushes the ones which are just above them, then these pushes the one which are just above them. So these blue dots are nothing but air particles which pushes the air just above them, and thus this compression moves forward. Now, when the skin of the drum moves backward, what happens? It pulls the air particles above it also backwards. As you can see, here the blue dots are little bit far away from each other, because this skin of the drum has now moved back, so it has also pulled back the air particles above it. It now stretches or spreads out the first set of air particles, creating a rarefaction. This region is known as rarefaction. The rarefaction is also passed on in a similar way as the compression. The skin moves alternately outward and inward. Drum of the skin moves alternately up and down, that is outer and inward. Alright, and alternately you will have rarefaction and compression. Now let me help you to understand with the help of a real life example. Consider these pieces standing one after the other. When one is pushed, the other standing behind starts falling. So this is the effect that what happens during compression. When the first layer is pushed, it pushes the layers behind it, and as a result of that, the air particles gets compressed. And similarly with rarefaction, when first layer moves back, the layers front starts moving back. So that is rarefaction. Now this rarefaction and compression zone follows one after the other, and it can be represented in the form of a graph. The graph looks like this. Okay, upward means it is compression and downward means it is rarefaction. So some air particles which are close to one another like this, that means it is compressed. When they are far away from each other, then it is rarefaction. Again they will be compressed, then again it will be graph will be upwards, and again when they will be spread away from each other, then it will be rarefaction. So this is how the graph looks like for representing a sound wave. sound waves can be represented in this form of graphs. Alright. So I hope you have understood the concept of compression and rarefaction, children. Compression is followed by rarefaction, and then again we have compression, and then again we have rarefaction. So this thing continues as long as we are producing the sound. So sound travels in this form of wave, and this wave can be represented in the form of a graph. So please learn this example nicely and understand each and every word that is mentioned. We will continue with the rest part of the chapter from this graph, whichever factors of sound we are getting, for example frequency, time period, etc., in the next class. Till then, stay safe at home. Thank you, class.